Close Southern Miss fell at home to Uno 14-9 Tuesday. Jason Munz, Hattiesburg American-Southern Miss slugger Matt Wallner stood at home plate for almost 3 minutes after striking out to end the game. After he dropped his bat and tossed his helmet toward the third base dugout, the sophomore stood motionless, apparently in disbelief. His Golden Eagles, ranked 9th in the country and winners of 12 of their last 13 games less than a week ago, lost Tuesday to the University of New Orleans 14-9 at Pete Taylor Park in Hattiesburg. It was the team's third loss in its last 4 games, and the thud it created was loud. In the grand scheme of things, a non-conference loss to a team 4 games under .500 doesn't much matter to a Southern Miss squad that still needs only one victory in its next 3 games to secure its second consecutive Conference USA championship, something that's never been done in school history. On its own, the setback to the Privateers, 25-28, won't cost the Golden Eagles, 36-15, much in the postseason, given that any chance of hosting an NCAA regional tournament was dashed when they lost 2 of 3 to Louisiana Tech last week. More, which Mississippi college baseball stars make up 2018's group of Ferris Trophy finalists? But there Wallner stood, in the batter's box on the first base side of home plate, incredulous. His team, once surging, gave up a season-high 22 hits and 14 runs to a Uno team that came into the game hitting .265 as a team and averaging 5.2 runs per game. In doing so, the Golden Eagles lost for the second time in as many games for the first time this season. "We've got to pick it up," Coach Scott Berry said. "It was everything tonight. Certainly, we didn't fool them at all. But what I was disappointed with, we leave 13 runners on. Strike out to end an inning with the bases loaded. We have the bases loaded with nobody out and we don't get a run." Close Southern Miss is 1-3 in its last 4 games after losing at home to Uno. Jason Munz, Hattiesburg AmericanSouthern Miss opportunities and others came after Southern Miss scored 6 times in the bottom of the first to go up 6-2. The home team added single runs in the second, third and 7th innings. But a forced spot by Uno in the 4th inning gave it the lead for good. "We get 6 runs in the first, 1 in the second and 1 in the third, and we just shut it down after that," Berry said. He tried to talk about having a boxer's mentality and staying in the middle of the ring. "We did, then all of a sudden they pushed our backs to the ropes and we just kind of stayed there. That's what was disappointing to me." Southern Miss also committed 2 errors which led to 3 unearned runs for Uno, and stranded a baker's dozen base runners. 7 pitchers combined to give up 6 extra base hits, walk 3 and hit 2 batters. In less than a week, the Golden Eagles have gone 1-3 and seen the all-important RPI ranking dip from the low 30s to 47th as of late Tuesday. Southern Miss Matt Wallner runs to third base in a game against Uno at Pete Taylor Park on Tuesday, May 15, 2018. Photo, Susan Broadbridge, Hattiesburg American. Berry squad, 20-6 in Conference USA, heads to Marshall for a critical 3-game series that begins at 5 p.m. Thursday. A Southern Miss win or 1 loss by both Louisiana Tech and Florida Atlantic would clinch the second Conference USA championship in a row for the Golden Eagles. Following Tuesday's loss, Berry addressed the team for more than 10 minutes before pitchers and position players were divided into separate groups to hear from their respective coaches. "We've been challenged," said third baseman Luke Reynolds, who led the offense with 3 hits and 2 runs batted in. "The coaches challenged us. We've got to accept it and go all out this weekend to do everything we can to win all 3 against Marshall."